Hello and welcome to Give for Good Day. I'm Kimberly Johnson. I'm Wellsprings Development Director and glad that you've joined us today to learn a little bit more about how donations to Wellspring benefit the community. Today is a special day with Give for Good because, first of all, the first 50 donations at $40 or more are going to be matched by one of our sponsors, Eclipse Bank. So we appreciate that. And it's just a great opportunity for the community to come together to support nonprofits like Wellspring and to help the adults with mental illness that Wellspring serves. Last year, we served about 1,500 people, and programs just keep growing. So donations from today and other days certainly help us do the programs that we need to do to help the community. And we have a special guest with us here today. His name is Nick, and he's going to tell us a little bit more about how he came to Wellspring. So, Nick, thank you very much for being with us and joining us to share your story with us today. Tell us a little bit about how you did come into contact with Wellspring.
First off, let me say thanks for having me here today. I really appreciate it.
Glad to have you. Yeah.
Wellspring has been a godsend to me through these last 10 years. It started out 10 years ago when I had my first psychotic episode. I was sent to U of L Hospital, and that's where I met Brian Johnson. He directed me to the CSU. I spent time at the CSU, and then I got into the Artery House program, and I graduated the Artery House program there, and I got into stable housing. I've been in my own apartment for the last 10 years. I've been in recovery for the last 10 years, so I didn't really know what to do with myself. About 5 or 6 years ago, I tried to get into the workforce again, and it didn't work out. I just wasn't ready. But then earlier this year in 2022, I talked with Erica, my job coach, and she got me into a job at Goodwill. So I've been there for the last 6 months, and it's just been a great thing that is in my life. Sorry, I get choked up, and we might have to do this over again. Who knows?
Well, we'll keep going, but tell us a little bit about your job, Nick. What are you doing?
Well, I grade clothing for a living. When the donations come through the door, we decide what is sellable and what is salvageable. So it's my job to determine whether the clothing is good enough to be sold. And I grade clothing for about 6 or 7 hours a day.
And how has your employment, again, the Wellspring Supported Employment Program helped connect you with that position? And how has that changed your life by being able to go to a job every day?
Well, I feel like I'm a productive member of society again. When I was without a job for these last 10 years, I was on disability, and I just felt like I just wasn't contributing to society. And I was isolating in my apartment a lot, and I wasn't able to function like a normal human being. And through Erica, I got this job, and now I feel like I'm a productive member of society again.
And Erica has told me that not only do you have your paying job, but then also you've gotten involved in a lot of other community experiences. Tell us what else you're involved with.
Well, I'm part of the Second Street Neighborhood Association. I do DBSA, which is Depression and Bipolar Support Alliance. And sometimes I facilitate those meetings. They're held every Tuesday and Thursday from 7:30 to 8:30 over on Douglas Loop at St. Paul United Methodist Church. And that's been a growing trend. We get more people to go to these groups every week. So I just hope we can continue the success over there.
Well, Nick, it sounds like you're doing great things. And thank you very much for sharing that story with us. We're so glad that you are a part of Wellspring and that you're doing so well. What would you say to people? Again, today is Give for Good Louisville Day, and there are thousands of people out there making donations, hopefully some of them to Wellspring. How would you say that those donations help with Wellspring?
Well, I figure they would provide support for services that Wellspring has, like the IPS supported employment, the supported the housing that you provide for people with mental illnesses, the CSUs, and so forth.
You're absolutely right. So, Nick, thank you so much for joining us today. Good luck with all that you've got going on, and
Thank
keep
you.
up the great work with your recovery. And
Thank
thanks
you.
again for joining us.
Thank you.
Again, what you heard from Nick is just one example of all of the adults that Wellspring helps here in Louisville, adults with mental illness, and the supports they need, everything from our crisis stabilization units to our housing to our outpatient programs, included the supporting employment program that Nick is a part of. So we appreciate your support on this Give for Good Louisville Day and every day, and we certainly hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks so much.